Morning, everybody. It's time for breakfast again. This is my daily routine, and just sharing it with you guys because that's what I do as a chef, as a teaching chef. So today it's bacon and eggs. I've got some really beautiful bacon, nice and thick. I like my bacon nice and thick and chewy, and since I'm cooking for two, I get a fairly large amount. Notice the exact counting. And also to make it easy to cook, if I was lazy, I would pop it in the microwave. Lay it out, pop it in there. But more to the point, what I want to do now is I want to just get it in the pans, about 4 strips per person, and since there's 2 of us, and I'm cutting them in half, I need 2 pans. We're just going to fill them full of bacon. The good news is that we don't eat it all. It'll be good later. So this won't take very long to cook, even though it's thick bacon. It's going to go pretty fast. We're just going to get it light brown. I like my bacon thick and chewy. My wife likes it thin and crispy, so when she's awake, we have thin and crispy. There we go. Get that started. I'll get that in a Ziploc bag and stash for tomorrow. And of course now we're going to start chopping our vegetables. Notice I always have my little vegetable bag with me that I reload every chance I get. And we're on the tail end of some of the stuff we've been having for the last couple days. So I got the last end of a Japanese eggplant, the last end of a yellow squash, the last part of an onion, and a little bit of broccoli florets. So to make sure I'm supplemented, I've got some cremini mushrooms as well. Everything, as always, gets sliced up real thin. Everything was washed the first time I used it, so that just speeds up the process today. We already got food flying around the room. Since we're basically going live and unedited, anything you think that looks a little weird, let me know. But part of the thing is the bacon, for all intents and purposes, is cured, which means it's a cooked product. So I did not put raw bacon on my cutting board. Yes, you can actually eat raw bacon as long as it's been cured. Not that anybody likes it that way, except my old boss Pierre, but you can eat it that way and shouldn't harm you. It is not a raw meat. So, just about done with my veg for the day. Again, we're cooking for 2. So I got a little bit more veg than usual. Not exactly twice as much as usual. Quick wash on the mushrooms. Somebody always says to me, how come you wash your mushrooms in water? Don't they absorb water? And I said, well, they're 90% water already. How much more water do you think they're going to absorb? And is that really going to make a difference? I'd rather make sure I got the fertilizer washed off of it. Okay, nice battery of veggies. Going to have a little goat cheese with our meal today as well. And so now, early. I learned this by being a bacon guy. I used to work for a company that, for all the food shows, would make and sell bacon. So I would make about 1,000 samples every day during the food show. Crazy way to make a living, working food shows. So all this will be done in just a moment now. I'm just going to get a light brown on those. I do have a little stash container ready to go for my extra bacon grease. And if you're going paleo, refrigerate your bacon grease and use it for other things. It's not a bad thing. So there we go. Those will be done in a second. So I just need enough time to make sure we're going to get that excess grease off of there. Check it out. First royalty check for the cookbook from the tattered cover. Pretty cool. Just found out today, it looks like more and more is happening with the cookbook. We've got how to buy it at Walmart. I love it. Okay, this is seconds away. So the last thing I'm going to do while that's cooking is get some cheese ready to go. Today I'm using a nice goat Gouda that I happen to think is delicious, and I have no problems digesting whatsoever, for 2 good reasons. I think today we're going to do soft scrambled eggs with cheese over our food today. Also have some brown rice that I'll be getting ready to heat up momentarily as well. But one of the things about this plan is just keep moving. If you can be cutting something up, cut something up. If you can be cooking something, cook something. That is part of the secret to getting it all done in that narrow window. Which means, there's our brown rice for today. And that's just going to go in the microwave with a touch of water in it for a moment. All right. We have thick and chewy bacon. And Jody, if you'd like it more cooked than this, too bad.
I'm good.
Yeah. There we go. I got a couple of rogue pieces here that aren't quite done. So we'll just give those another moment. For most of that grease, supplement with just a touch of good olive oil. Start getting my veggies into the pan. Broccoli takes the longest, it goes in first. Got a nice assortment today. We're eating the rainbow today, guys. Our nutritionist, Vicky Robichaud, would be so proud. Okay. Saute has begun. Salt, pepper. And of course turmeric, which we pretty much have every morning. And it tastes good. It's a nice mild spice. Has a good flavor. It can be a little chalky if it's raw. It's hard to just throw it into a salad or anything like that, or into a, but cooked, it picks up a nice flavor. You can see our veggies are already eating up our liquid, so we're gonna get some more oil in there. Make sure all that bacon flavor is coming off from the bottom of the pan. We just need to get all that stuff softened up real quick. That's why it's cut thin. It's cooked fast. Here's the last of our other bacon. Definitely have treats for later too. And then of course a chance to clean that pan up real quick. Nothing like a facial sauna in the morning. But that's part of the process, is clean as they go. So we're putting stuff away, getting things taken care of. All designed to walk out the door as soon as I'm done eating without a mess behind. Okay. So, the only thing I got left to do is cook the eggs. And of course get that brown rice into a smaller container. That pan is clean. Veggies are getting nice and soft. Beautiful. We're about done. So, Like I said, today we're just going to add cheese to the eggs for a little change of pace instead of trying to cram anything in there. Those are getting soft. The temperature goes down a little bit. I'm going to do a quick saute of my mushrooms in my omelet pan just to get those done while everything else wilts. Sometimes I feel like that old saying, eat like a king for breakfast, a prince for lunch, and a pauper for dinner. But as you guys know by now, if you've been watching this meal will carry me well into the afternoon so I can get all my other stuff done. Always the leafy greens. And then I like to turn that temperature down. And just wilt those greens. I don't really want to cook them so much as just get them wilted. So that's why I like to do it at a low temperature. And just get them softened up. There they go. Let those cook down just a little bit more. And since it's scrambled egg day today, the thing about scrambled eggs, they cook really fast. So I'm just going to put my cheese in the bowl, crack the eggs. These are really big eggs, so I'm only going to use 3 of them for 2 people today, with all the other food going on. I don't know, is there a bigger size than jumbo? Because if there is, that's what these are. Look at that. I mean, that's a big hen, and that is a big ass egg. So, yep, jumbo organic. Away we go. Since we're having scrambled eggs, one of the keys for me is to have everything else already on the plate, because everything happens fast with scrambled eggs. So, rice, veggies, wonderful medley today. I eat more than you, I'm sure. Well, Jody's a real active person. She has a good appetite, good health. Let that butter melt. Clean that pan. And away we go. I know, I didn't beat the eggs first. Got a tiny bit of brown on the butter, which I happen to like the flavor of. And nice and soft. My motto is just take the shine, just start taking the shine off the eggs. I know that sounds a little weird, but you can see that that shine is starting to disappear. I don't want to be completely shineless because then the eggs are overcooked, but there you go. We're using really big eggs. And breakfast is served. Bye everybody, see you next week.